Newt Newt.
Newt indeed. Great timing. How's it, bargain? Welcome on in. We're back with another stream. 120 stream streak. That is goddamn magnificent. Thank you so much for the 120. Jesus Christ, that's amazing. Literally, you're a third of the way. Literally a third of the way. But how's it going, Sugar? How's it going, Evelyn? How's it going, Folkath? How's it going, Hudson? Welcome on in, legends. How's it going, Mitchy Bear? Welcome on in as well. I see you. But no, though, yes, today's plan of action. Today's plan of action. We've got some shenanigans to do. Also, let's go ahead and drink some water. Delicious. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I got really inspired by Newt Newt, and I wanted to add him as a thing. So now we're here. Anyway, in between streams, we done a thing. We done a thing. Basically, I got a few more achievements. I may be in the game. It was essential. It was essential for the journey. Okay, I knew it was because the last playing this game on hard mode was annoying, and I would not be very nice to watch. So, basically, what I've done is I've completed the game. I'll go ahead and show you guys the ending because why the devil not? Where basically we get into Olympus after fighting Ares. We'll be seeing our boy Ares later on, so don't worry about it. But let me show you though. So once we defeat Ares, we'll then get into the palace. And do you know that awesome scene that you see in God of War Ragnarok, Valhalla? That one specific scene.
Throughout the rest of time, whenever men rode forth to battle for good cause or for evil, they did so under the watchful eye of the man who had defeated a god.
That one specific scene.
Forward by Kratos, the mortal who had become the new god of war.
There he is. There he is. Congratulations, you have conquered God of War. And we can then now unlock a bunch of other bits alongside that now. Let's see, progress. Yeah, so we've got things like God mode, we've got Treasures of Olympus, and now we've got also all those other bits and bobs which are quite important. Because frankly, we won't be able to carry on much if we and Kratos will return. Yes, so for us to continue on with the platinum, we kind of needed to kind of push along a little bit more. But what we can now do is now we can do the speed run. So if we go to a new game, we're not going to go into God mode. Screw that. We're going into easy, and we're going to speed run it.
The gods of Olympus have abandoned me.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. So yeah, so speed does not. I mean, it does stop the pause menu.
No
And Kratos
Does stop doing
cast
cutscenes.
himself from the highest
Time does not
mountain in all of Greece.
stop upgrade screen.
After 10 years of
Oh,
suffering,
wait.
10 years of endless nightmares, it would finally come to an end.
I'm 55.
Death
You
would
fit-
be his escape
Happy
from
birthday.
madness.
Happy birthday. Dude, thanks so much, man. I appreciate that. Hell yeah,
But it
dude.
had not always been this
Happy
way.
birthday for honestly.
Kratos had once been a champion of the gods.
Also, we need a options. Wait, something's in right. Something's in right. We want a costume. I want a costume. Go to treasures. We'll go ahead and look through all this in a second. Rogue possibilities, Master Myth, God mode, character graveyard. Additional costumes. Beat the challenge of the gods to unlock. Oh no, so how do we do this? Fates. I gotta do the challenge of the gods first. Okay, how many do I have to? How many do I have to do? Beat 10 rooms. Wait, challenge of the gods. Wait, 10 rooms. Oh well, actually, I don't know. Actually, we could do this. Oh, there you go. Well, we're gonna make our run a lot more easier. Oh, wait a minute. Reset checkpoint. Oh, MG, it's been so long, I don't remember what I'm even doing in Stardew. Imagine. Imagine. You could just go ahead and, what I like to call... I died. Okay, map do this first. Actually, how do we... Okay, how do I knock him off? Without killing him? Most matter, but no. So, are you going back into the Platinum Pro then? If that's the case, please do, please do. Before the time runs out, kill an enemy will fail a challenge. I'm trying to think about what I can do for this. Yeah, so. Okay, I'm just gonna be destroying all those, so it's pointless. Stuff from the last checkpoint. Wait a minute, we might have a look quickly. They're using to attempt to grab, the enemy will block you and be pushed backwards and you grab. Okay, I see. Yeah, apparently I need to, because I need to start installing games. Got 200 gigabytes left on. Oh, that is great. Oh, okay. There you go, wait a minute. Then, out you go. I don't want to look at somebody else. So how do I, wait a minute, if I'm using... It's kind of sad. Okay, but, no, I didn't want that. Okay, this is gonna be sad. Off you go. You can get off. You can go off. See, I wish it didn't have like oh god. You can go off. Yippee! But to be fair though, if you're starting off with Stardew Valley though, you might not be able to get off too much of your space, that's the only issue. Before time runs out. I think out of any game that you possibly could have started off with, I think The only issue with Stardew Valley is that it's probably not too intensively storage. But no, also, what I also was thinking about is that basically we could have gone for the speed run, but we do get ourselves some extra costumes if we do this. Might be worth it. Might be worth it if we just do this first. Yeah, wait. Hopefully, though, we have at least the opportunity to not do this all again. Go away. It might not be the biggest, but slow and steady. What? Yeah, true. This slow and steady wins the race. No, I get what you mean. Thing is, though, by you going ahead and tackling a big game like that, you're making life a lot more easier for yourself later on. Then you can start making your way through. Like, you're getting through like all like the more difficult titles first, and then by the time that you do it, and then by the time you're ready, and by the time you kind of like end in your runs, you've been making loads and loads of progress in a very small period of time, which is very satisfying. I don't think I even went ahead and done all this anyway. Most of the gacha games I play are like 60 gigabytes plus. Jeez. Jeez Louise. See, I think the most intensive I have in terms of storage, I think Minecraft. No, come on, Kratos, what are you doing? Kratos, what are you doing? I don't know what my man's doing. Kratos. Kratos. What are you doing? What are you doing, Kratos? My man is a little kerfuffle sometimes. Man's a little confused. It's only second challenge, but yeah. But no, the thing is, if we're able to do this though, then it'll at least mean we got ourselves some really handy costumes we can use for the speedrun, which I know will be helpful. But definitely know it'll be helpful. There we go. I don't like these bats though. You can go off the edge. But this is actually though a challenge for us to do though, so we do have to do this. So we do have to do this. As you see, I had literally like 0 seconds left. I had literally 0 seconds left. Pick all the pots before time runs out. Oh, another one of these. What am I doing? I can just do this. Another one of these challenges again. No! Oh, did I do it? Yeah, I've succeeded. Literally, I'm literally on like 0 seconds. I'm literally on 0 seconds, man. Kill 4 Minotaurs, but none of the undead sword. Kill the 4 Minotaurs, but none of the soldiers. Easy. Up, there we go. Okay, I was gonna try to. I'm gonna freeze him. Okay, well maybe I'm not gonna be able to. Maybe I won't be able to. I'm just gonna keep on going until I do something. No, I'm just gonna fall off the edge. I'm just gonna fall off the edge, it'll be fine. Oh, okay, I'm off then. And he's off. And he's off to the races. Wait, he would have destroyed. Wait. Oh my good golly grief. I would have done that. Okay. Unsignable. This challenge is quite frustrating. See, that's the thing. I think the strat for this one is going to be just using the sword. Okay, I guess that works. Oh no, wait a minute. How many do I have to? Do we have another one? How many do we have? Bloody hell! No, I don't want that. Oh, well, I don't know actually. Wait a minute. What? I did something? I actually did something? Imagine that. Wow. We never expected that. You know, that's not gonna be enough. Wait a minute, I know how this works. I know how these guys work, man. These guys are predictable, I think. I'll do that now. Because I know that roughly. I know that roughly, if you are out of their if you're out of their line of sight, then you can maybe maneuver around them. But there you go then. Doesn't it have a little more easy? Jesus. There you go. Okay. Now I need to specifically try to take these guys down normally. That's one. That's two. No, I didn't want that. Nope. Oh god, this game is really tough. Bloody hell. I can't seem to get a break. Literally, guys, you would not believe it. Earlier was a pain in the butt to try and get some of these achievements. Especially against Ares. Ares was not a nice man to fight. Ares was not a nice man to fight. Especially on hard mode, he was just ridiculously difficult. No! This is what I'm saying, man. You're like by yourself like 2 seconds, and then you have 2 seconds to breathe. And then out of nowhere, the game just does something like that. And it just completely just screws you over. Like, let me just launch you across the arena. Let me just launch you across the arena. Yeah, that seems fair. Yeah, that seems fair, man. Of course. Because I would not want it any other way. I'd not want it any other way. I really hope there's only going to be 4 of these guys, because doing any more than 4 would be really painful. No. No. See, I'm surprised that you're not even down yet. There we go. Now you've got a thing above your head. We do like those. I want to deal with you first. I want to deal with you first. Just to see that if we, like, what do we have to, like, look forward to after this. 5 of them. What are you chatting? And it seems if he grabs onto me, then I could risk hurting one of them. Okay, there we go. That's another one. Wait, does that head go? Or did he get killed by something else? No! Do I choose in the minigame or no? Do you know what? You're asking the wrong person. You're asking the wrong person. I would get very angry. I don't know, it kind of depends. Like, if you know that it's just going to be a time issue, then yeah, fine. I failed. There we go. Okay. Try again. Holding the Helios. No, 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 stop it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that works very nicely, actually. Wait a minute, I found a trap. Wait a minute, I looked on Guide, and Guide was good. There's a skill issue. Yeah, you got that point. stop it with the launching me to 16,000 meters away. There you go. This is what we have to do. This is what we have to do. Let's go. It's gonna be a fifth one though. No, no, game. Can I grab onto him, or am I just not gonna be able to? Am I just not gonna be able to? Am I just not gonna be able to? No, nope, not allowed to. Nope, not allowed. I guess I'm not allowed then. Guess I'm just not allowed. You succeeded. Shoot all dead on their shoulders, yes. Do not shoot them human soldiers. Okay, okay, I see what's happening now. Oh, well, there we go then. That's one. Did I mean that? No, I'm entirely sure. No, I'm gonna hit that guy. No, I do not want to quit the game. For the love of Jesus, please. No, okay, wait a minute. That was very close. There we go. By here. Ah, no, not gonna happen. Nope, not happening. Okay, I am getting very close to hitting some of these guys. Okay, I am literally crazing this. Nah, not gonna happen. I need to do 4 more of these. Okay, that's 1 more, okay. Okay, 1 o'clock position, that's what we're looking for. No. These games, man. They are utterly gameful. Ah, I missed it. Okay. Ah, I missed it. Back we go. Oh, I missed it. I missed him. The skill issue is off the radar. Skill issues off the radar, man. Why? I just don't want this, man. I don't want it. I don't want what you want. I don't want what you're selling. What you're selling is very anti-pog. Maybe get that one coming in. There we go. There we go. No! Okay, oof, that was gonna be spicy. Can we hit this one? Nope. Okay, I was gonna be able to hit that one, but better yet, we didn't hit any of them. Okay, pull back now, pull back now, pull back now. Okay, I think we've got a little bit of a strategy. Ribbons! Oh, it's a Pokemon. We're playing mini games. Playing mini games in God of War. It's not very fun. One more. Okay, and back, 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 back. There we go. It's going alright, man. How are you doing? Oh, we're not doing too bad, G. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're slowly surviving. But hey, it's starting a new week, so hopefully this one will be a bit different. But yes. Hopefully if you've been playing Hytale, it's been good or not. I haven't seen much news lately, but they must be just releasing a bunch of updates and such. We just end the platform before time runs out. Cool. Ah. So I do realize the thing might be a bit loud. I do apologize. I do apologize. Reach the end without getting hit, and also before time runs out. But it doesn't mean about killing them. Wait, what? This one doesn't move. Oh, come on, come on, go, 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 go. I can't get over there. No, what do you mean? I am begging Hytale until they add something meaningful in the progression system. Right now, it's a lot of system level stuff they're updating. I need to learn more about modern stuff though. Yeah, I do get what you mean. I think that's the only issue with the game at the moment is that there's just not a lot of actual progression. That's the only issue. It's like it just needs a bit more. It needs just a bit more time in the oven. What was the whole goal? The whole goal was to bloody get it released in the first place, and that was. It's definitely getting succeeded. They're definitely succeeding in that. We did it. Kill all enemies, do not get hit. Kill all enemies, don't get hit. Okay. Well, that's going to be an issue. Okay. But yeah, of course, to be fair though, it might not. Well, modding stuff into Hytale though might not be as hard though, if I can remember correctly. It's very similar to Minecraft. It's like I remember you mentioned it last time. It's only Java that it's all done in. So okay, that's great then. Yeah, it's all done in Java, so it shouldn't be hopefully too bad. No, I don't want to quit the game. I was thinking I might do a video on that old MC mod. I'm just... Honestly, that doesn't sound like too bad of an idea. That doesn't sound too bad of an idea. I haven't been able to watch too much more of it recently. But honestly though, I can't get hit, bloody hell. But especially doing like older like MC mod videos, like that could be quite cool. So unironically pretty fun. It's old school Minecrafting to Minecraft again. Exactly, like it's kind of really bringing it back down to its basics. No, I don't. Oh my god. I can imagine playing like old school Minecraft though. Ah, come on, getting hit. But how about, are there any mods like Pocket Edition? That'd be quite fun actually. No, we don't want those. We have to be so careful. Have to be so careful about this. No. Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean I got hit? I didn't get hit. Oh, this game. This game is ruthless. You never knew something from 2005 would be so ruthless. There's no ChatGPT helping you here, man. There's no ChatGPT helping you here. This one is. That's one that makes the game like the legacy console versions. Yeah. I remember you mentioning. And there was. I think. See, that's the thing. That was that. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. See, that's what it is. I didn't even see the damage. No, you don't see the damage because you just die. You just die. Honestly, to be fair though, I was fighting Ares earlier. And it was really frustrating. The first game out of the entire franchise is properly like genuinely. It's, I think out of the entire franchise, God of War 2005 is the most ruthless. Everything from that year is, just look at me for instance. Like anything before, after, before like 2004, 2006, child's play. Child's play. 2005 though? Gotta look out. No. You got but look at you. And then you got Evelyn as well. So you got me, 2004. Baby. 2005. Chad. No. You tell me where I went. You tell me where I went. You tell me. You tell me. Okay. But hopefully though, as time goes on though, games will become a bit more easier. Maybe. Hopefully. He's gonna do his charge attack. Okay, okay. No, okay. No, no. Stay still. Why? gonna be able to freeze them both, and then they're gonna be able to do a thing. I was gonna be able to freeze them both, and they'd be fine with it. No. 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 Okay, now Medusa. No, don't want to risk that. They've succeeded. Bloody hell. Okay. Kill all the enemies. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, for God's sake. Okay. Oh, the tables have turned. The tables have turned. I'm now the one getting frozen. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh. This game's good. This game's good. Just throw you. Just throw you. I need to grab you. I need to grab you. I need to grab you. Okay, maybe not then. Throw you. No. Stop. Come after me. I don't mind all the games. I truly don't mind them. That's what I don't. It's just sometimes they do make me wanna. There's just no safeguards. There's just nothing. There's just nothing. Move, move, move. Move, 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 move. No. No. You can become one with the fishies. You become one with fishies. You are become one with the fishies. You'll become one with the fishies. Move! I gotta 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 move! That's fine. Move, move, move. How are you guys still alive? How are any of you still alive? And now, why are you still coming? My objective was to kill you all, wasn't it? Was it? No. 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 No, no, no.
Let the rage of the gods drive your blade.
Yes, they should. Yes, they shall. Give me my blades. Give me my blades, I can get these guys out of the way. These guys not so okay. Am I doing something wrong? Oh, you're just saying to me this is how long it lasts for? Move. Grab you. I swear, I haven't fought so many enemies in such a long time. It's still going. It's still going. No. Please. Please has at some point. There has to be an end to it at some point. There has to be an end to it at some point. Okay, I'm just thankful that I was able to stop this. Okay, so I have to, okay. I think then the goal is to try to get them all off the edge, maybe? Like kill all the enemies in one go? Okay, I think that might be what I was getting wrong. Like, there's not a chance of like trying to defeat them all, it's literally just defeat them all, period. Okay. That is actually painful. Well, we could try the... We could try to like... essentially just do this and then just try to get them all off the edge after. Until we can get maybe our stamp, until we can get our Spartan Rage up, and then that could possibly help. This challenge is ridiculous. This challenge is ridiculous. There you go then. Yeah, so that's not gonna work. I'm trying to think about how we can do this. If we can maybe try to group them all up together, then we can possibly be on for a winner, possibly. It's just the whole kill all the enemies. How's it going, Swerve? Welcome on in. Speedrun? No, we're not speedrunning. I thought I was speedrunning. But we're too bad for it. We're instead trying to make the run easier by getting costumes. Slow walk, yeah. Yeah, you can say it's a slow walk. just that we just can't seem to do enough damage. Or kill enough of them at once. We seriously cannot seem to kill enough of them at once. Hopefully you're doing okay though, man. I need more of a setup to this. I need more of a setup to this. If I can maybe try to, I can maybe try to get them all in the corner and then... There we go. Let's get this going. Could possibly help us out. I just grabbed onto me. Getting nothing. I just can't seem to get enough. Let's keep on doing this, maybe. What was his strategy? Yeah, he came in with it at like with the challenge of the gods. Oh, he's still able to do it though without it. Wait, what? So he actually wait. So there was the wait. So the challenge was to not kill all of them in one go, but to actually like survive the whole fiasco. I'm so confused because we were doing exactly that. We were doing exactly that last time, and it lasted for so long. Lasted for way too long, I think. This is gonna get fascinating. So the goal was to just survive for as long as you can, or survive for like 2 minutes straight. No, thank you. Okay then. I guess I know now the strat. By the way, public playtime. It was supposed to be the final chapter. Interesting. So if that's the case, then man, what will be, I guess, your plan? Like, do you just plan on potentially platinum it and then just moving on? Thank you. Oh man. Today has been very God of War. I'm trying my best to survive all this, but then it's just really tricky. Okay. No, 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 no. I guess I just can't. I guess I can't be wasting my time then on the measly things. On the measly little things. Move. Move. I do apologize. Let me quickly just try and get through all this. Basically, this is just a very big challenge that we're trying to do. We just have to kill. We have to basically kill all the enemies, but there's so many of them, which makes things so much tricky. Which makes things so tricky. Like, this is a ridiculous amount. Ridiculous amount. Oh my god, man. But due to the original director leaving the company, they changed it a bit. They probably split chapter 5 into 2 parts instead of rushing the ending or different. Oh, okay, so they're basically going to be split into 2. That's not too bad of an idea then. That's not too bad of an idea. But hopefully it doesn't become like an Attack on Titan situation where it's like the end in part 6 or the end in part 12, where it's like, yeah, okay, well, this was supposed to end a few things ago, but I guess it didn't. No, 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 no. Okay. Joel, the other way. Okay. But then it's going to be enough to well, that's cool. That's cool. I think that's really productive then, because it means whatever the ending will be, it's going to be a very cool one. It's going to be something that's probably going to be unexpected. I did watch a music video. I think CG5 made a music video earlier about it. Uploaded a video about it, so I know roughly about the enemy that is in it, which seems quite cool. It's like this clown thing. It's like clown thing. Okay. Okay. This is becoming questionably fun now. Bruh. And at some point in the near future. No, 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 no. Okay. 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 Okay, okay. No, 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 no. move, I need to move. Nope. I really hope that after we're able to get this achievement for getting all the god challenges, that the speedrun of this game is going to be just nice and chill. I really don't want this to carry on. We're gonna have a nice chill time. Nothing stressful. No, 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 no!
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades, Kratos.
No, come on. Come on. At some point, you can end. No, move. Move. Yes, please. No, move. There's like 4. Move. Come on. Don't like no health though, which is the only issue. Screw it, 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 screw it. Okay, use my challenge with the gods. Or my things. Oh man, alive. No, 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 no. Please. No, 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 no. Oh, come on. Dude, please, at some point just die. I don't want to die though. I'm literally dancing around with like no health. Literally no health at all, man. Please don't tell me there's still 4. This game is so stupid, man. This game is so stupid. Oh my god. There's literally just 2 more challenges though after this one. They did an official music video, did do an official music for Chapter 5. The Clown Thing, aka the prototype, is kind of meh villain in the entire franchise. Well, to be fair, from what I've seen, it seems to be like kind of same-ish when it comes to like like it's like a marionette type deal. Like a marionette type deal. No, 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 no. Bonk. Bonk. I didn't necessarily want you, but then, yes, got here with you then. I guess I gotta deal with you. I can see why this is actually quite a rare challenge. Or a rare trophy to get. Because this whole thing sucks. This whole thing sucks. No! At that time I was actually really close. Bloody hell. He does mimic other people's voices, and he's huge. Oh, so he mimics other people's voices. Okay. Wait, so he's just wait a minute, is he just like the mimic from FNAF? But just does it with voices? I've done a lot of challenges in my life. This one is definitely one of them. Okay. You can go over there. Bonk. 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 Switch around. Bonk. Bonk. Okay. He mimics other people's voices that he has killed or are dead. Oh, okay, I see. No, that makes sense. That makes a bit more sense. That makes a bit more sense. Okay, 'cause I was like, wait a minute, like that would make him very much like the mimic then from the Nap, but I'm not entirely sure. 'Cause I haven't played any of those games to be fair. But no, I get what you mean. Though. I get what you mean. I forgot how much roller coaster Stargate is. I've not heard Stargate. I can't remember what that game's all about. Oh, is it a show? Not entirely sure. But no, have a good one, Twib, and have a great one. Oh, show. It's a show. Ah. Nobody I know watched it. Is it okay? So you say it's a I thought for a second you mentioned about that game that was like costs basically an element like to play. No. Thank you. Well, thank you. Bonk. 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 I didn't necessarily want that. And now I'm here. Yeah, literally the strat is just to basically slam to the ground. Basically just slam to the ground. Get off the edge. You can scooch off as well. You can scooch off as well. You can scooch off. And one possibly in the making. Oh, okay. Well, so you mentioned it as a show. So it's not like an animated show or like just. I should have watched as early as I did. Hey, you were an early adopter, okay? You were an early adopter. Of course not done yet. Of course not done yet. Why would it be done? Why would it be done? Live action from 1997. Hey, okay. So I hear culture. I hear possible greatness. Is this similar to like something like Star Trek? 'Cause I feel like it would be something. I feel like it would be similar to Star Trek if I don't know. I don't know anything. Yeah, of course. Why would it be done yet? Why would it be done? Why would that all be done yet? Foolish. Foolish of me. Foolish of me to think it's gonna be done. Foolish of me to think it's gonna be done. no, no, why would he be done? Jesus Christ. That level is painful. It is in a way. Oh, okay. Well, that could be quite good actually. Kill 5 Cyclops before time runs out. What do we have at our disposal? I got 2 more challenges left. But hey, as long as you're enjoying it though, I think that's the main thing. Let's do this maybe. X, triangle, triangle, down. But at least we're keeping our gauge a little bit. That's the thing, I enjoy it but I hate it at the same time. Wait, you enjoy it and hate it? Well, hey, well, to each their own. I can't be too, I can't be too thingy. Kill 4 TIE Cyclops times runs out. Cyclops is easy. The best move is Valor. Hercules. They can be difficult to pull off the combo without being drugged by the stat attack. One, two. I'm gonna try and save maybe our last one until the end. Bonk. Yes! X. X. However though, if I could suggest anything though, Evelyn, if you ever have the opportunity of watching it, Vinland Saga? Yes. 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 Very good show, very nice. Very good show, very nice. Square, X, triangle. What was that name? Vinland Saga. It's called Vinland Saga. I don't want that. It's an anime.
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades, Kratos.
Wait. It's basically like this Viking. Don't you dare hit me off. I will literally eat you for breakfast. I will eat you for breakfast. Okay, final challenge, I think. Hopefully. Okay. Kill enemies to make the platform rise. This is gonna be very challenging. But I didn't, well, that was a great start. This is to the final challenge. Come on, man. This is the final challenge. This is the final challenge. So, how does he do it? Okay. And then we can then tomorrow chill out, knowing that when we get back home from a very long day in uni, I don't have to do this blade challenge. Okay, I don't want to do this challenge when I'm going to come back home for blade long day in uni. You got this. Thank you. I swear, gaming sometimes is the only thing that keeps me going, even if it's more difficult. Like, I will intentionally do a difficult challenge, so that it makes me feel like that tomorrow I won't have to work as hard. And what an amazing mindset to have. I love that mindset. It's a great mindset, 10 out of 10 mindset. And if I can apply it to my gaming, I apply it to real life, I apply it to my work. It just means I get stuff done. It's great. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Only 48 episodes? That's what I'm saying. No! I missed it. Yeah, that's the thing though. With 48 episodes, it's not a long one either. But I'd say it's so worth your time. It's so worth your time. I've been like, there's not many things I'd go ahead and actually like take my time with. But I have intentionally made sure that I would each morning make sure that I have that those 20 odd minutes to dedicate to it. It's so just like, oh, so good. Then again, I paused shows earlier. Well, it completely depends. So if you're not vibing with it, then I completely understand. It's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with not vibing with something. If you're not into the vibe, then hey, that's okay. I think the main thing is that you gave it a shot, but oh yeah, that's just going. Oh no, it's not because I stop because I don't vibe with something. Oh wait. Ah, I see. I might put on Lover's Show and just randomly stop and get distracted by something else. Well, hey, I can't necessarily blame you. There's a lot going about nowadays. There's a lot going on about that. It's a struggle for sure. Well, to be fair though, I do get what you mean. I do get quite overwhelmed when it comes to like what's out nowadays. I think the only thing that has like kept me from being just this monk type person is like things like YouTube. I do, oh for God's sake. Because I do like have a lot of creators I watch and they do upload like quite regularly. That's why I try to make sure that the YouTubers I do upload are like don't do it as often, so then everybody has a little bit of an opportunity. Everybody has a little bit of an opportunity. Bloody hell. I think if we don't count the shows that are still actually releasing, I fully watched like under 10. Really? Well, that's the thing though. Well, what about the shows that are still actively releasing though? What about that then? I think it's not about like how much you can complete in a certain amount of time. It's like how much do you actually enjoy. How much of that time is actually being spent enjoying something now. Like for example, if you're watching like under 10 episodes, but then, or like 10 like series, but then about 90% of your time's actually enjoying something, then honestly, I don't see it. I see it as a win. I see it as a win. There's a platform. Wait a minute. Sorry, dig in a second. If I get really low, I'm gonna stay. No. Okay, so that's the only issue because even it doesn't really matter if I could be doing massively well, but I could just get knocked off the edge. No. No. I was so close to the app. You saw it. You saw it. You saw it. Everybody saw it. I saw it. You saw it. We all saw it. It was the end. The platform was there. Solo leveling, Furen. Oh yeah, that show has been Hotel, Delicious in a Dungeon, to name a few that I watched everything. Otherwise, really so far. See, to be fair though, like, I don't think that's too bad. Like, hey, that's like those are pretty big shows as well. So I'd say maybe to be fair, it's about trying to quantify it. I think there should probably be like a bit of a better way of trying to quantify like how many things you've watched. Maybe instead of quantifying like how many actual shows, maybe how many seasons. Like for example, oh god. Okay. Take a second. Take a second. Take a second. No, come on. We could just keep on going. You completely. Let's go! My arms. Yes. Ah. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not playing anymore. I'm not playing anymore. we got ourselves the costumes though. At the very least. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not. I refuse. I'm not doing it anymore. What's additional costumes though? Select costume from a new game menu. Well, I might actually do that. I might actually go ahead and just look up. Do what, do what, we're gonna chill out now. We're gonna chill out watching some of this. The making of God of War. Legends, My Arms, and Agony.
God of War's been in development for about 3 years, roughly. It's including a fairly lengthy pre-production cycle. And basically,
Okay,
it came
all we
from
gotta do
Dave
now
Chaffee's
is just
head.
basically just speedrun the game, and then we're
There are
done.
so many ready-made play mechanics.
GG,
and
thank you so
gameplay
much.
Mechanics in the Greek myths already. That
David
it's just
Jaffe.
like Medusa's head and Zeus's thunderbolts and battling Cyclopses, and that mixed with just my love of the material was like, okay, this is what we got to do. We gotta
I
do
loved
this game.
watching this. This was so much fun.
David Jaffe came up to me and goes, "What do you think about Greek mythology?" I was immediately intrigued by it.
When they said, "Hey, we're thinking about Greek mythology for God of War," I was like, "Yeah, let's definitely do that."
The
This
creative
is
director
this
was
is
named Dave Jaffe.
definitely
He
early
definitely comes up with
2000s.
a lot of this kind of stuff, and he, likes to involve the team in the design. So he comes up with ideas. We sit around. He comes.
This is
around,
definitely
asks us
2000s.
His famous 1 to 10. What do you think about this idea?
God of War is our attempt to really elevate the action-adventure genre to the next level. We wanted to bring combat, exploration, navigation, puzzle solving, all of sort of the classic elements of the genre, but we wanted to bring those to players in a fresh way, in a way that they haven't really seen before, and also at a scope and at a level and sort of this epic feel that they haven't really gotten before in a game.
That's the whole idea behind God of War. Is it's not just a game. It's an adventure like a movie.
Yeah, I know. And that's how the series kind of went down.
The
Concept
sheer
art.
amount of concept art and work that went into developing all the characters and the look and feel of the game is
Tim
is
Moss
pretty
sounds
unique. I've never
like.
seen so much
What's
effort
that
put
guy's name's
into,
called?
concepting a game out, making sure that every environment is unique
Oh, no.
and fits in with the theme of the game overall.
I gave them my influences.
That
it's really
actor,
to
I
their
can't
credit
bloody
that they were
remember
able
now.
to sort of extrapolate
Was that Windows
what I was
XP?
really going for into
Or Windows 9?
art,
I'm not
amazing
sure.
art. So I ended up sort of getting what I wanted, which was this high adventure, amazing fantasy setting, which was inspired by the stuff that I grew up with, the movies that I grew up watching. But exactly how the game ended up looking the way it did was really, you'd have to ask the artist.
Charlie Wynn has been part of the studio for quite some time, and what he's brought to God of War is extremely valuable.
A lot of my job is to create images of what the game feels like.
The mood of the game is dark.
I love that
The
background.
main character Kratos is a very disturbed character.
The
Kratos.
things I said to him, I said brutal, nasty, violent, antisocial, pissed off, angry, fuck you. That was my direction.
The hardest part about making Kratos
Yes.
was that the storyline wasn't really there yet. And so I was trying to create a character that didn't have that story behind him yet.
I just said, come into work and get angry and see what happens. What they came back with was their versions of anger and the things that they were mad at and the things that, it was really kind of neat because you got to look at the concept art and kind of see how everybody dealt with anger and madness and chaos. The solution was to sort of start stripping away everything. Every time we took away a piece of armor, every time we took away a helmet, a shield, we started seeing more of this animalistic side to this character. Once we got that, it was just an issue of whittling it down, from those 15 images, all of which felt the most brutal, and said out of all these 15, that's the one.
He was gonna be blue initially as well. But you gotta change it to red though.
God of War is our attempt to really elevate the action-adventure genre to the next level.
And I love the fact that Sony. Oh.
We're trying to do so much right now. We want to bring this, this experience to people, and we want it to be realistic. In order to do that, we have to.
Of course, that's the
push
PS2 controller,
PlayStation
'cause obviously
2
that's
as
when it was
far
made-
as it possibly
made for.
can go.
We use a well-known art package called Maya to do almost everything in our
I wonder if
game.
Maya's still
when
around.
we first started the game, it was how do you create beautiful, lush environments that are high polygon count, high texture detailed, beautiful lighting, and just consistent through the game.
Technologically, 4 or 5 years into a console, you know, most of the big problems have been solved. So it's just a question of doing it better than everyone else.
You first start with the sheet, and the sheet is also known as collision. That's the very bare bones minimum level of detail that the
Collision
player
box,
actually
yeah.
interacts on.
I respect that they. So that's like the
Any of these
technical term that
walls
they used back then.
players can't go
Sheet.
beyond. So this is the confines of the level. This is what, you know, what you're actually playing in, but that's not what you see. That's what the game's running in the background. If I turn the sheet off, now you can see there's actual artwork associated with that.
Well, we definitely wanted to make the player feel like they were in ancient Greece.
You know, it's to go from really dark, depressing feelings where you feel like, I just want to get out of here, to, you know, very bright, and you're in the desert, and it's you know, it's to make you feel like, wow, okay, it's a vast world. You know, it's really big world out there.
God of War is it's gonna look real, but it's also gonna have a take to it, you know, like a little bit of a fantasy twist, over the top, like blood and guts.
I don't think that there's any other PlayStation game that achieves that that's out there.
Oh, so they actually got I can't. Wait, so they actually got. Hey, like full on. Is it 3D motion capture?
Every character in the game starts out with a single pose that every single animation derives from. When I'm starting to move like this, bring in the base pose, and then kind of just start to block a few things out. Maybe even with general, just kind of moving the whole character all as one, getting the timing for things, and then building out from the pelvis. So get the pelvis motion right, then get the chest involved with the pelvis, then maybe start doing the arms, come back with the legs, then finish with the head and the fingers. So sort of whittling down until I get to that final look. The original vision, I think, what we wanted was very, very brutal.
It's funny because we were like, let's go find some fight scenes in movies, and that's how we want this guy to move, and that's how nasty we want him to be. And it's weird because when we thought we'd find all these great movies, movie fights are really kind of tame when you think about it. And we actually ended up with only 2 or 3 movies that really obscure films too, that really, when you saw it, you were like, oh my God, that is just some nasty stuff.
Tell me what they were. What were they? What were they? Tell me.
There's been quite a few gameplay design sessions
No.
or meetings with the animators where
They didn't tell me.
we get extremely
I was gonna watch them.
we move around a lot. My setup situation as I'm putting enemies into the game and I'm trying to get them very playable so that they can be placed in levels and go around is this big cartoony shaped, very bright arena. And it's just a big wide open space, and I put the guys in that, and I fight with them there, I tune them there, I set up all their moves and combos and their reactions.
The Medusa head animation, ripping the head off the Medusa, very long development cycle for that one. It was redone several times.
We obsessed over it. I pissed off everybody. The animations aren't brutal enough. The art's not brutal enough. There's not enough blood. I want
So
this game to make players just.
It seemed like they drew it
go
from
nuts and
Gladiator,
feel
Clash of the
that sense of
Titans,
anger
and Raiders
chaos.
of the Lost Ark. I think.
We're really, really hammering the quality and trying to get it to be as top-notch as we can get it. There are several other games out there that I would consider that are kind of the top tier in animation, and we're trying to either meet or exceed what they do.
People are going
Yeah,
go,
the
oh my
concept
God,
owed
this
a
is
debt
what
to
action adventure
Capcom
games have
because he
supposed
played
to have been since the very beginning.
Onimusha. What the hell is this? Onimusha. I'm fascinated now.
I always say this is the game I've been wanting to make since I was a little kid.
God of War, from a production perspective, has been extremely challenging. There's a number of areas that, you know, we've really been pressed time, money, resources.
Making the game was definitely a fight. me and the team butted heads a lot, and there was this anger I
What?
guess, that
That-
built up
that's like a-
inside of me that I think I really transferred over to Kratos, and I look at Kratos now and it's like, that's me.
Onimusha Warlords is like a
I think
a
we
Resident
verbally abuse
Evil
each other
like
multiple
Sekiro.
times during the day. It's one of those. It's a great.
Let's go into my
high-low thing.
playlist.
We start out the day we're really happy, and then throughout the day we get very upset with each other, and then
Let's go
happy
into
with
my
each other,
playlist,
and
I'm sorry.
upset, and hopefully we can leave and we're happy with each other, and then we come back and we're happy with each other again.
I'm always the guy that the engineers want to strangle because I try to absolutely push this engine to the max.
We've wanted to strangle each other at least once a week.
The prospect of beating the shit out of other workers has you know, occasionally arisen.
we have not actually had any fist fights on the game yet.
No, fist fights certainly aren't
I think I've released
allowed
on.
in a professional environment.
If we're going to get into a physical fight, it's going to happen in the next 3 months. We're going into the most stressful time of making a game, which is the alpha beta process.
Alpha.
Alpha baby.
So we're an hour from alpha. Nothing's tuned and nothing's finished.
What I am
PS4.
tired.
Tired and more tired?
This is what alpha is, right? All the pieces are there, but it doesn't play right yet, and it doesn't feel right yet, and
There are a
There you
couple
go.
of big bugs that people are working on. If we don't get them by 7, then we'll get them done by 8 or 9 or 10.
So it's for the PS4, but it can be for the PS3/PS4. I'll go for the PS4 version.
3 years and we're almost done. Light at the end of the tunnel.
I'm so happy we're an hour away from being able to say at least we have a game.
Playtesting is fantastically important, and this is the first game that we've really gone to town on the playtesting while the game has been in development. We'll bring, you know, 5 or 6 people in from the local colleges,
There you go.
and we'll sit them down in front of the latest version of whatever
Sick.
level we've been building, and we'll watch them play it, and we'll notice all of the things that they don't do right, or all the times that they can't find the way to solve a puzzle because we've obviously not highlighted it well enough, or if they can't see the door in the background, then we'll add an extra light in so it's highlighted. It's really kind of like making, you know, it's like making a movie. At the beginning
That
of the
game has
project,
really
we
made me
decided
interested
we
now.
were going to build a playtesting room in our office, and that has proved to be a very good decision.
There's our huge PlayStation booth.
Those TVs are massive. This is E3. Wow.
Titles this year, so hopefully it'll get some attention that we think it deserves.
Only if it wasn't for the goddamn god challenges. Screw you. GameSpy. You know, I've got Game Critics Award. I hope Kratos jump scare, honestly.
I think whether you're into mythology or not, I think you can't deny the power of a game made by passionate people.
God of War is a game that anyone can pick up and play and have a really fun experience.
Are you sure about that?
You should play God of War because it'll get you laid.
This is the adventure. that's
Just
the
play
back of the
God of
box
War
is
to get
always
you laid.
promised
God of War is fucking rad.
God of War. God of War getting laid. God of War fucking rad. That's a 2000 thing to say. I love that. That's so cool. That's so cool. I love that. God of War trailer.
War-ravaged Athens.
This was a trailer for it.
Legions of undead soldiers.
I love this part of games. I
Greatest beasts.
don't know where this is all gone. I love the development things.
And a deceptive god
That's behind the scenes. Look.
are no match for the fury.
Or the creation, development. The what's it Deceptive for? Is it Deceptive? I don't know why.
God of War.
Actual gameplay footage in the trailer. Imagine it not being just literally Imagine not literally just being
This is our sort of batch of things that you didn't get to see. That,
it's a bunch of video clips.
Some of them I'm
Imagine.
glad you didn't, and some of them I wish you would have, time permitting, but it wasn't. So here we go. Okay, now this is actually this wasn't a deleted level. This was the prototype that the team put together. I don't even know what the date on this is, but 3 years ago, and it was really just to get the basic mechanics, not even tuned or anything, but you could run, you could swim, you could swing, and if you look at this level a little bit, you'll see we certainly didn't reuse any of the main art, but you'll see kind of like that shot there is sort of the precursor to some of the shots we have in the game. The rope swinging mechanic, and a lot of this, so you'll recognize if you've played the game and remembered the game, you'll recognize some of the level when you pull into Athens at first. This bottom section is based on that, and the whole cliffs that you climb here, we actually just sort of ripped these out directly from the demo, and built the cliffs level, the Cliffs of Madness or the Cliffs of Insanity. I forget what we ended up calling it. God, it's amazing to see this little guy running around. He looks so not like Kratos.
No, he looks very jumpy.
Was the original Cyclops who's dying, who just never really looked like a Cyclops. He just looked like a big guy with a stick.
Also, there was going to be like cutscenes.
This was the room, the only room that we built that was like the final room, and everything else was kind of rough. And I remember seeing this and going, everybody saw this and said, man, this looks awesome. And then we were like, yeah, but how in the hell are we going to get, all the levels in the game looking as good as that? And I don't know if we ended up getting them all looking as good as that, but I think we came a lot closer than I thought we would. This level's pretty cool. This was our test level for the Icarus wing. So when Icarus and Daedalus, the Icarus story where he flew too close to the sun with the wings that he had made, and the wax melted and he fell to his death. That was sort of the inspiration for the mechanic. And I still love this. I absolutely wish this had made it into the game. We just, it really came down to time and going, you know what, let's focus, let's get our fighting really good, and let's get our platforming better, and let's get our puzzles working, and maybe we can come back to this. And as is often the case, you just never have the chance to. So I'd love to see something like this, in future God of War titles, because I think it's a great, it's just fun. I mean, it's fun to fly around. And what was cool about this is it wasn't just a flying level. It was, you could land and you could walk around.
The only time that Kratos really flies is when he's getting hit to oblivion.
Now it's time for the flying level. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I look at this now and I'm like, damn, we should have gotten that in.
Now, to be fair though, I think Kratos is more of a...
These were the original Harpies. They were a lot bigger. They still read better. They look awesome, but we just realized we needed more of like a bat-like, small, like little annoyance enemy. These guys played like the skeletons, basically, flying versions of the skeletons, and there just wasn't much of a difference in gameplay, so we ended up kind of shrinking them down and making them bats. And this was what we called the Mounting the Titan level, which is Kronos, the giant titan in the desert. And sadly, right now, the only way you get on the Titan is through a movie. And originally, this was how it was going to be. You see this big thing, it's like a big watermelon in the background. That's actually Kronos. And Tobin, the designer, he's got him kind of moving towards the player. And those things that are falling are like mountains that are crumbling and stuff. So it's kind of like Kronos is rushing towards the player, crawling, and you're trying to run ahead of him in these platforming sections, so that you can ultimately jump onto the structure that's on his back, and that'll lead you up to the temple. And I still love that idea. I really, really wish we could have done it. And it was just, we showed this to the tech guys, and we showed it to the artists, and they were just like, dude, that's going to take forever. This was the original boss. There was a boss that originally, look at that, that's awesome, that originally guarded Pandora's box. And again, we just didn't have time. And I know it's lame that that's the one thing I regret about the Pandora design, is that there are no bosses that guard the box. You have the Minotaur boss down below, and then we've got this conveyor belt section, and that's kind of it. And we just ran out of time. This was originally pretty cool. It was, you had this moving platform up above, you had this giant kind of harpy vulture in the center that was guarding the box. And she had these eggs scattered all around the level. And in order to sort of entice her to fly around, you'd have to go find her eggs and break the eggs, and you'd kind of take the little baby birds inside, and you'd kind of carry them around and use them as bait. And again, not only was it kind of a cool mechanic because you were slower as you carried these things around, but also I think it really helped with the character of Kratos. I mean, here he is, cracking open eggs and ripping out little infant birds and using them for his own desires and really pissing off this mama bird, I thought was pretty cool. So here's just another quick idea. These are just almost like little sketches for levels, you know, where you have a big open environment and then you've got the walls come down and it becomes a maze, and you either do something and the walls come back up, or it's on a timer. I mean, we did tons of these things, you know, where I'd have an idea or a designer would have an idea and it was like, you know, try something like this. So this level is actually a level that we went so far as that we showed the press, we got it in magazines, and this was really a hard cut for us to make, and especially for me to make. I love the mechanic of it, and I love the platforming and the concept. And the concept was that you're riding this elevator, and you know, if you get knocked off, obviously you'll die.
But
and
then,
if you get off the elevator, the idea was it was going to originally be being chased by this massive sandstorm.
Definitely is part of like
the
pathos.
elevator was really the only thing. It was sort of a magical elevator that protected you from the sand. And if you got off the elevator would bypass you, and the sandstorm would engulf you and kill you. And we just the two things we didn't have time to do is we didn't have time to tune it, and we didn't have time to build the sandstorm. But what I loved was this whole idea of, you know, getting off the elevator and having to catch back up with it. So, you know, you'd have these little forks in the road, and either you'd be forced, like coming up, you'd be forced to get off the elevator, or you could choose different paths. And if you took one path, it was more combat heavy, like one path was more platform heavy. And as you can see, I mean, we had this pretty much finished from a standpoint of the art and the setup, but we were missing the big sandstorm, and we were missing the tuning time to really make this fun, and so it ended up getting cut. This I love. This was great. This is great. I love this for the elevator. Now it gets smaller. I guess we talked about putting this in the actual, oh, see, they suck. Whoever played this couldn't keep up with the elevator, but that was trying to keep up with the elevator. So it's tough. It's really tough when you have to cut ideas that you're really passionate about out of the game, but
even outside that though, that went really far into it.
So you can make the other ideas that you do have in the game shine even brighter. So it's sort of a constant process, or it's a constant aspect of the process that's just a really tough thing that you go through, but I think it's worth it because it makes the overall product better.
Bloody hell, man. Possibilities. I don't know how many more of these we actually have to watch.
Some of the earlier characters that had been played.
I don't know if we're gonna have enough time.
Some of them, again, just didn't feel right for the time period. Some of them either felt overdressed or felt too fantasy. A lot of the concepts too got very detailed.
I just want to watch
there
these,
was lots of flowing things, and there was lots of hair,
so
and
good.
there was lots of
especially tomorrow as well. We're gonna be busy trying to platinum and everything, so
probably would have been a little bit tougher to pull it off. There was one character I remember when I first saw it that had kind of almost kind of a tribal feel to it, a very kind of African feel to it, which I thought was pretty cool. Didn't say Greek, but at the same time when I looked at that, I thought, you know, that would be a pretty cool character to work with.
We went through images of the lone wolf kind of characters where you might have a hero with a little baby or a dog on his back. So just to kind of give something different, you know, about the character and something that you can kind of relate to.
Yeah, but I don't think that was going to happen, though, sadly.
One of the original concepts behind the hero for God of War was to come up with a guy who was, his whole face was encased in a mask. And we thought that going with a mask would be, you know, being able to paint his face in broader strokes so that when you were playing the game, he still had a lot of personality and you could still sort of read that when you saw the mask. But when we actually got it in the game, it ended up feeling very soulless and it didn't feel like the guy had a personality.
That was
especially all the facial features as well.
Big elements that we were dealing with. You know,
there's so many different character arts for this guy, Jesus. And those calves are massive.
Know, we would often hear, "It's not Greek enough," and we're like, "What does that mean?" I'm using a actual, you know, sometimes because we'd take it right from a Greek, some Greek sources, you know, and it's very Greek. But I think what we really started seeing was, okay, no, it's not Greek enough according to what the general public knows, and that's kind of what we had to go towards.
These are again very traditional. Some of these were very traditional kind of Greek images, and again, the more traditional it got, the more armor we put on him, the more he lost his individualism.
every time we put something on, Dave felt like, he doesn't look brutal anymore. And we started realizing brutal also kind of related to the primal part of him, and so we did spend a lot of time going through that, but in the end we ended up still taking his clothes off, and that's what we went with. So
just take off his clothes, it'll be fine.
When I first saw this from Charlie, it was the first time that I really saw the brutal nature and the violent nature and the sort of the animalistic quality that would really become the foundation for Kratos. And I think starting to see these images was just like sort of confirmation that this idea could really work, and instead of giving him a traditional sword, going with these sort of chain blades was going to be much more dynamic and fluid and really fun to play with. The main goal for the character in the game was always to create someone that looked really brutal and really nasty and really violent. Instead of sort of going down the traditional route of a iconic Greek hero with the plume helmet and the skirt and the toga and the sandals, we wanted someone who really made the player feel like he was being able to unleash his dark side. So the idea was always, how can we make him look more brutal? How can we make him look more violent and impulsive and nasty? And
anytime that I look at these like pre-rendered shots, I always think, I'm now always thinking about bloody Fallout.
Guy, he may not totally feel at home in ancient Greece from a costume standpoint.
That makes sense, though.
I think he achieves the greater purpose, which is to give players a character that they can play who really does let them just go nuts and unleash the nasty fantasies they have in their head.
Okay. Let's see concept arts. Wait a minute, I just need to check something. What's the myth? In-game movie, Secret Within. I discovered the secret of Kratos' family. Okay, see the monster concepts. Could this be the next adventure? Yeah, okay. What we'll have to do is we'll have to leave it here though. Oh, Legend of Twins. Oh, well, okay, well there we go then. Well, just great. We're just gonna go ahead and watch this as well then. Might as well. Birth of the Beasts.
When men ask for the origin of Kratos, the true tale was never known.
It was an achievement, we might as well.
That Kratos, like all men, began life as a child. The childhood in ancient Sparta was a brutal existence. Children deemed fit and strong were trained to be warriors, the protectors of Sparta.
Yes, and this is where the newest game is based on.
Sent to the mountains to fend for themselves. They were not expected to survive.
God of War, Sons of Sparta.
While Kratos escaped the fate of the weaker children, his brother was not so lucky.
Deimos.
The two, once inseparable, were now alone. Kratos would become legend, but the story of his brother has gone untold. A child left in the mountains, he had died years before. Coming of age in the underworld, he had but one desire: revenge against the brother who deserted him all those years ago.
We actually, well, we technically fought him in Ghost of Sparta. Was it? Let's just quickly go ahead though and see what this Monsters of Myth were about.
When it came to the characters and monsters and creatures that our hero's going to encounter, we're dealing with characters and creatures that everybody is familiar with. Medusas, Cyclops, centaurs, minotaurs. One of the things that we had to do with all the characters, and I think you'll see this as you look through the concept art, one of the things that was very important to me was that when somebody looked at any of our characters, that they knew what they were. So what we could do basically there, as long as the character was down on all fours and I had 3 heads, you probably would accept that character as a Cerberus. Whether it was a werewolf, whether it was a dinosaur, you know, again, you would still accept that in our world and what we were doing in terms of building the mythology we were building, you would accept that.
As far as a game creature is concerned, mostly what was fascinating me was the deep sea creatures and
freaky they looked. And I was trying to pull up on some of that, and did a number of different types of hydras.
I was told, okay, Ares would be maybe 90% elemental, 5 or 10% human, you know, and so that's kind of what I was going for on these beginning ones. He's just pure power, you know, almost like he's this unstoppable force. And then, you know, Dave liked it. It's just he wasn't sure how we would do it. Probably was a slow transition towards being more human. So it's still kind of a huge guy, but he's got all this armor on that allows him to do all these things.
And that's obviously Ares, which we fought earlier, but then
So the idea
he was
again
incredibly
to move
tricky.
a character
I hate it.
into something that
Playing
again,
him,
would be
I
a little
cannot
bit
imagine
more
playing
in
this
the
game on
horror
God mode.
direction. And again, what it allowed us
It's
to do was
painful.
get characters that were still reminiscent of what they were supposed to be. in
Although I
Greek
do it
mythology,
now,
but
I'm
were
thinking about
uniquely ours.
watching some of these
So once we started
movies
moving in
now.
that direction, again, it opened up a whole new kind of avenue of ways to explore those characters. What we really wanted to do was keep people immersed in the mythology, in the Greek mythology, but give them a different kind of experience when it came to the characters and the creatures.
And that's God mode, and it's the character graveyards. This is gonna be, yeah, this is actually this is an actual level within the game. This is an actual level within the game, so you can actually see all of the different enemies, all different concept art and such. Okay, honestly though, we are starting to run out of time though. So what I will do, we're gonna go back to Return to Treasures. There's loads of these characters we can go through, and we'll go through a few of them tomorrow, I think. But we got through a lot of the movies. We're not going to go for the in-game movies, Secret Revealed, Fate of the Titans, what has become Code of the Titan. We could try this one quickly. Secret Revealed. That would be quite interesting, actually.
Kratos had accomplished more than he'd ever dreamed possible. But he did not sit easily on his new throne. There was a secret in his past even he did not know. A secret he burned to uncover. Born out of wedlock, Kratos was the bastard child of a shunned woman. There were rumors as to who the father was.
Remake of 1980.
Rumors that grew more and more preposterous. Until the woman finally left her small village. She swore a new life in Sparta. Kratos would never know the truth. Never know who his father
Desmond
really
Davis.
was. But now, as a man, Kratos returned to Sparta, determined to find his mother and discover the truth.
There you go.
Kratos' mother was not alone.
So Clash of the Titans, and then also there was
Before she passed,
Castlevania.
Kratos demanded she tell him the truth. His mother knew the price she would pay if she revealed the name of Kratos' father. But it was time, at last, for her son to know who he was.
Yes.
No word need be spoken to bring about the prophecy of the curse. She was transformed into a merciless beast, one which would destroy even her own son.
This is exactly everything that happened in Ghost of Sparta.
Kratos destroyed the beast she had become. With her last breath, she spoke the name of his father. For Kratos was no mere mortal. He was the son of a god. He was the son of Zeus, the father of Olympus. And with that knowledge came the certainty that one day soon, he would take his revenge against the father, against the god who had abandoned him all those years ago.
There we go. Literally, legends. We are hogging through this. And Fate of the Titans. That's gonna be everything we're gonna have then.
The tale of Pandora's box remains to this day. After the weapon was taken from the temple, the structure endured. Kronos the Titan lived another 1,000 years.
We have to get through all these, man. We have to.
That was long ago. The temple has gone silent, and the beast who bore it for so long has died. Relics of a world long past. But all myths need not be from the ancient times. Today, a band of explorers will make their way inside the just-discovered structure and find for themselves the temple still holds many dangers and many secrets. Soon, as with all great myths, a new hero will emerge.
Interesting. Okay, that's everything we have time for. That's literally, and what we'll do then is that tomorrow we'll start work on the plan. We'll start work on the thingamajig. But no, we're gonna have to go there. We're gonna need to go. Thanks so much for today's stream. I really appreciate it. It's been a hell of fun. We'll be back on tomorrow with the speed run. But you never know how things could land. And we'll go ahead then and explore the different characters as well once we are done with that. So let's go ahead and just put that into my notes. Explore different God of War characters. There we go, and we'll go ahead and do that as well. But no, look, Legends, I just want to say thank you for today's stream. I really do appreciate it. It's been a hell of fun. Well, fun to a certain extent. But yes, have a good one. Be safe. And I will see you all very, very soon. Yay!